So Mayor of Providence, Mayor David Cicilline, was upset that he was asked by your campaign not to attend today's event. And as you know, he's a long supporter of yours and a superdelegate. And when I asked him if he was going to change his endorsement, he said it's something that he really has to think about. What's your reaction?
Well, Mayor Cicilline is a friend of mine. He has been a longtime supporter whom I value. I appreciate that support. He and I talked just yesterday, and I know how much he loves and is committed to this city. So I'm looking forward to seeing him sometime in the very near future.
You said you talked to him. Were you able to secure the endorsement, keep it?
We just talked on a personal basis. We just talked about our long friendship and our support for one another, and how both of us are committed to doing what we can, he for this city, I for our country, and we hope to be able to work together and make the changes that we know are necessary.
March 4th, all of a sudden, Little Rhodey matters.
And isn't that great? Because Rhode Island always matters to me. So I'm happy to see that the rest of the country is going to have the great privilege of getting to know more about Rhode Island.
I'm sure you're getting this question a lot. President Clinton said that you needed to win Texas and Ohio. Is he right?
Well, I certainly want to do well in both states and in Rhode Island, and I'm working as hard as I can to make that happen. We've got good campaigns. We're working really around the clock. We have a great base of support in all of these states, and I think we're going to do really well.
Going back to the Cicilline story, it brings up the problem, if you will, with superdelegates. How bad would it be for the Democratic Party if the popular vote was cast aside for the grand poobahs of the Democratic Party to the superdelegates?
Well, I don't think that will happen. I think that superdelegates are given the right to exercise their independent judgment. And that has always been the way it's worked. But I think that, we'll keep moving with these upcoming elections, and we'll see where we are. And I think this will work its way through the process.
How does Ralph Nader entering the race affect you?
Well, I'm disappointed because I think he cost Al Gore the election in 2000, and I don't understand why he would do it again. Everything he claims to be for is certainly not going to be advanced by another Republican president. So I hope he reconsiders.
Do you think it's different now, though? Do you think the Democrats might have learned something with Ralph Nader and that he might not have the impact that he did in 2000?
Well, putting a third person on the ballot is going to siphon votes from someone, and I don't think he will be siphoning votes from Republicans. I think it will take some number of votes away from our Democratic nominee, and I don't think that is the outcome that he or anyone should wish for.
Putting the list of questions together for this interview, I was trying to think about what's important to Rhode Islanders. We're one of only 2 states that have the dubious distinction of actually losing population. Well, what do you think is important to Rhode Islanders?
Well, I think what's important is what people here in Rhode Island tell me. I'm on my way to a roundtable discussion about health care. I know that the state has some budget problems because, very frankly, the Bush administration has failed our states and has put a lot more burdens on a state like Rhode Island without more resources. And I know, regrettably, there's some talk about cutting back on the Right Care program, which provides health insurance for people. I'm going to go visit with some families who would be directly affected by that. I know that people have lost jobs. Jobs have been exported out of Rhode Island to other countries. We need to stop that, and we need a president who will stand with the working people of Rhode Island and say, enough, we're going to keep jobs here, we're going to grow them here. I know the environment in this beautiful state is important, dealing with global warming, protecting our oceans. These are all important concerns to me, and I've worked on them, and I've worked in concert with your members of Congress to bring health care, to improve the economy, to help the environment and protect it. And I'm going to intend to do that as a president who would be a good partner for Rhode Island.
There were a couple of grim headlines today. How confident are you right now that you will be the party's nominee?
I feel very good about it. I am optimistic. I think that we're going to do well in these upcoming contests, and then it's on to the rest of the states. And this will probably go as long as it took for my husband to be nominated, which was June, and that's fine with me.
And is Rhode Island still Clinton country?
I hope so. We love Rhode Island, so I'm hoping for a big vote on March the 4th, and obviously I'd love for Rhode Island to match my victory in Massachusetts.
Great. Thank you, Senator. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Great.
You too.
Nice
Thank you
to see
very
you.
much.
Thank you.